abnormal. And right now, you should protect your energy field with people that are in alignment with your way of thinking, not people that think exactly the same way as you do, because I've had many people that have disagreed with my perspective, but they were open to discuss. And then I learn more. And then all of a sudden I see that you can agree to disagree, and then it's fine. But the people that just want to randomly, even if you're sharing something openly, and then people are like, well, you're just crazy. Bye, bye, they go. There's no reason to keep them around, because right now, when you get rid of people like that in your life, what shows up are people that see your point of view, people that not only understand you, they don't have to agree with you, but they recognize who you are and sharing your authenticity, and then they do it as well, and then you reach another level of awareness, and it feels so good, because the people that I now have in my life on a more consistent basis are, oh my gosh, they're so interesting. We don't agree on everything, but the more I get rid of the ones where I was vibrating at a lower place, and when I say that, I mean they were your friends because they've just been in your life for a long time. But if they're not seeking to grow and change, they're not working on themselves, they're not asking questions about reality, they're not seeking to do anything but just remain the same and be stuck in the world of possessions and jobs and effects and circumstances, then you know what? It's not interesting to me, because I've started to leave that world and realize that the bigger world is in here and here. And it's seeking to understand, to create, to ask questions, and to bring your authenticity and your truth, whatever that is, in a way of love, not in a way of demeaning or I'm right, you're wrong, or anything like that. It's literally bringing your authenticity. And when you have some people that are not only willing to hear it, but then they share themselves at that level, even if it's not, if you're not agreeing, it's such a beautiful experience. It's why we're supposed to be here. Like, we're creating a new world right now. The world has been put on pause for a reason. Now, I think there's a little bit of a nefarious activity going on behind the reason, but then on a spiritual plane, everything does happen to evolve ourselves, whether we choose to do it consciously or unconsciously, meaning you choose to evolve through, well, consciously or unconsciously. So you're going to have to learn a lesson through pain, or you learn it through recognition that you have to do something uncomfortable, and that uncomfortability is going to happen somehow. It's kind of like, you have to move. Look, I know I have to move, so I can either wait to the last minute and get evicted, or I can start packing now and then make the transition really, ouch, a lot easier. Life has given us all a little bit of perspective, right? What were we doing for work? Did we love our job? Is our job even there? Now that you don't have your job, are you so attached to your job that you feel worse about yourself for being unemployed? There's such an attachment of things in the world that create our identity, right? I remember when my apartment burned in a fire and I lost, the same week, I lost my job. My boyfriend, my landlord, passed away in the fire. My boyfriend broke up with me because I lost my job and he didn't want to be with an unemployed actress. That's what kind of quality that guy was. And I had no home, and all of that happened in a course of 5 days. And I remember looking at my burned place. I couldn't go back in, and I just went, well, now what? Like, who am I outside of a job, being on TV, having a relationship? What defines me? I'm still here, so there has to be something. and there's a whole nother world beyond that. And since then, and that happened about 13 years ago, since then I just haven't been attached to things, physical things, like, I mean, unless it's something that has sentimental value, I would leave my door unlocked most of the time, because if someone wants to break in and steal something, they should have it. I'm just less attached to things because I think that's kind of the secret in life, because the older we get, we're going to start losing our looks, and our body's going to start to break down. And so if you're attached to your body, it's going to be even harder. I think that's why it's really hard for women or men that have been attached to their beauty or their finances. And then once that's gone, they feel like they have nothing, because they never presented or got to know inside of themselves more than that surface value, the things that the world told us was of value. I am back to being unemployed, but there's a lot of other people in my same position, and some far worse. And so I think we're kind of getting a reset, so those things don't matter. And now in this new world, because the new normal, by the way, I was never normal to begin with, so I call it the new weird. It was weird before, it's now the new weird, the new abnormal. But I'm just saying that I think this gives us all a chance to just step back and look at what was going on and decide if we want to create that same thing in the new abnormal world. I think it's given us a lot of time to look up things and research things on our own and check in with our gut and see if what we're told by mainstream is the truth or not. And again, I'm not ever going to preach what is, because I don't know. I mean, I could be bamboozled, and Bill Gates could actually be an amazing guy. My gut tells me as well most of Africa and the Nigerian council who he tried to bribe for $10 million to give forced vaccinations. The point is, I could be fooled as well. All right. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? We don't even know if there's going to be a tomorrow. So I think that what's really important right now is to get in alignment with the people in our life that we can grow and create with rather than fight with, because I think that's the way a lot of people handle stress and trauma is to fight, is to act out. See, I am able to see what's going on. Some of it traumatizes me. Some of it I'm very upset because I'm an empath, but I'm also able to play with it. I'm also able to throw things out there that challenge people so that they can think inside themselves what they really want to come to for their answer and their truth. And I don't know if we'll ever get to the truth, but I do know this. When people have been going through a really difficult time and they don't have a release for it, and they're surrounded by their kids and stresses and their family, and you're in lockdown, it's if you're not going kickboxing, if you're not going into nature, if you're not crying, if you're not letting it have a voice, then it will turn up in your life in a fight or an argument or an overreaction to something, right? So I find that I'm lucky right now because I get to be alone, and so I don't have things around me that probably would stress me out more than normal. But just remember that that's a reaction to other things, okay? And our instinct is to go towards the fight or flight kind of thing. But I think now is the time for us to reset. For me, it has. I was either going to get off of Facebook or YouTube, or was going to recreate it in a world that is more friendly to me. And yeah, that means getting rid of people that say mean things. Like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Someone says something mean like, oh, you're crazy, or you're this or that. Then, you know what? I mean, you could say you're crazy in a nice way. Like, oh, you're so crazy. But you know what I'm saying. Like, why would you want that person in your dimension? Why would you want them in your reality? Like, I kind of just look and go, I don't know who you are, even though you're a Facebook friend. You're bye. And then someone requests to be my friend, and I look at their page and there's all these amazing things that they're doing, and we have so much in common, and it's like all of a sudden I'm being more particular about what I allow in my circumference of reality. And it doesn't include people who want to fight. If you want to have an interesting discussion and explore ideas and thoughts, awesome. But if you're going to tell me I can't have that discussion, then you're gone too. Like, it's so refreshing now that I've let go a lot of the old paradigm in my life with people who I didn't really have deep discussions with, and it was really kind of hard to feel like when you spend time with someone you're really connected with, like when I was in Tenerife last year and was with someone that vibrated with me on every single level, there was nothing else but to play with the universe, and magic happened around us, and it was just automatic to create fun things, and life never seemed boring, and it was just like you couldn't wait. You felt like a little kid. You just couldn't wait for that next moment because you didn't know what you're going to experience or create together. That's how you know you're with someone you should be around. And it doesn't mean it's going to be like that all the time, right? However, when you do go through things together, you can't believe how much more you feel as a person, how much more you've learned and grown. And it's just, I think there are certain relationships that I call it unbreakable, and there are a few, but those are the true ones that you need to have in your circumference, right? You find your tribe, or they find you, but you have to allow it, because if you have something blocking that you've just been used to, whether it's, addicted to the drama, right? Most of us are addicted to drama because it makes us feel alive. But you know what else can make you feel alive? Laughing and creating and having deep discussions, even though you disagree. But it comes from a place of curiosity and exploration, rather than a place of egoic, I need to be right and you're wrong. Those aren't fun conversations for me. It's not. And people that don't want to have any conversation at all, and it's just not what I choose anymore. And it's incredible how just that intention and that decision to rid the people in my life, and not in a mean way, but let them go with love, to make room for other things, other experiences, and the magic of the universe. Because here's the thing, what I've learned is it's not about going out and getting a job. It's not trying to find a person, trying to find that one. Oh, I really want that one person. I really want that boyfriend. I want that job. I want that thing. No, it's so much more about surrounding yourself and being in the energy of what you would feel if you had that, right? So it's hard to do by yourself. So I find that it's self-love to purposely create, or I would say nurture, those relationships. So if you can think of anyone in your life right now that makes you laugh, or that has inspired you by a conversation, or whatever it is, just today and maybe this week as an exercise, because this is what I'm doing, nurture that, feed it, feed love, feed the things in your life that make you grow and make you a better person, and then everything just comes to you. It's like a magnet. It's just, you don't have to try. I couldn't believe it when I started to do that, even though I'm not in LA. Jobs just started to come to me because I was in that frequency of playing, in that frequency of being curious and having awesome discussions and being passionate and not making anyone wrong or bad, but exploring what really resonates and how we can become co-creators together, rather than just the people that tolerate each other. If that makes any sense. So just think of someone that you want to nurture that relationship, because I have, and I've just given a little bit more to a few people that I believe are inspiring to me and aren't looking for confrontation or drama, and just give more to that, and then love everyone else. And if they come into your circumference, if they come into your sphere of peace, you just, the people that disrespect you, that call you names, that don't honor your truth, whatever that is, mosquito, what? Slap them, done. They're out. We don't have time. You don't have time. I don't have time to allow someone in my life that says my thoughts are dangerous to the world, or, oh my God, I can't make, you know what? I don't have time. No one has time for it. And when you just move away from that, that's the old world, right? It's the old abnormal. When you move into the new abnormal, and you open yourself up, and you have an intention to be co-creating with the universe, to co-create this new world, and to still, speak your truth and stand up for what you think. See, I choose not to live in fear. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not. I've experienced it a few times, so I'm not afraid of it. I'm not a murderer if I don't wear a mask. See, 70% of what we breathe that detoxifies our body is the oxygen, the air. And so I need to detoxify myself, and putting a mask over my mouth is not going to help me. And if I can't be healthy, you can't be healthy. Therefore, I'm not choosing to wear a mask. I won't judge anybody or condemn anybody if they do. I choose not to. It's a symbol right now for me as well. Because so much of society right now, and it's turning into, is silencing the masses, silencing the truthers, silencing people who post things that aren't in alignment or that aren't in the mainstream media's narrative and whatever they want to push on society through hypnosis and through television, program, channel. I'm watching people be silenced, and it's that's been turned up a lot. Wearing a mask to me is only even as a symbol, is unless it's a superhero mask, which I will be wearing. It's a sign of what's already happening to what I feel to be the truth. And I've kept my distance, but I will not stay 6 feet away, because I truly believe that to be a lie until you can prove to me that it's not. No, I'm not going to come up and kiss everyone, I mean, that would probably heal the world in a second, but wear your mask, don't wear your mask. I believe the fear surrounding the whole to wear a mask or not wear a mask is way, 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 way worse than being infected and coughing on someone. I do. Fear is such a low vibration that even toying with that brings down your immunity more than anything that a cough could do to somebody, okay? It's about building your immune system. Build your immune system by treating yourself well and surrounding yourself with people who love you. And if they do disagree with you, they do disagree with you with love. Never allow yourself to have these mosquitoes that come into your circumference, into your world, and call you names or make you feel less than. Because right now, the people that are waking up, the people that are rising are I'm excited because there's a shift. There's a lot of people waking up. In my world, you're not welcome unless you come with love, curiosity, open-mindedness, and a desire to co-create, because from this moment on, it's co-creating this new world, right? Hey, if New World Order, if they already got the agenda, let's make our agenda more than theirs. Let's make it stronger, because a higher vibration, it's one person can walk into a room with a high vibration, and there can be 60 people in that room with a lower vibration, and their vibration will instantly rise because of that one person. So let us be that person that rises the vibration, that co-creates with the universe, that can laugh about things, and also that don't be a mosquito in someone else's universe either. Don't call them crazy for wearing masks. Don't dismiss what they believe to be their truth, because that never has ever woken up anybody by dismissing someone else or by calling them names. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Just be what you want to create. And don't allow the ones that bring you down to be even on your social media. If you are on social media, don't allow it. And yeah, you will be deleted if you say something that is hurtful and is not full of love or openness or curiosity. You're gone. You're gone. I get to do that because it's my world. It's my timeline, metaphorically, and on Facebook or any other social media. I get to choose what's in my world. And you can call it, I don't know what, there's a word for it. Like when you shadow ban. Yeah, I'll shadow the effing ban right out of you. I'll shadow you so fast you won't even know what hit you. That's how fast you'll be shadow banned. I have no problem doing that. I might even get a t-shirt saying shadow banner. What? I might get a banner, put it in the shadow. How do you like that? Shadow banner. Done. And seen. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I saw a brown recluse over there. And I was like, don't worry, Rachel. Spider's not gonna do anything to you unless you do something to it. Another metaphor in life. Allow them to be. Don't F with them, you know? All right, that was my creekside conversation here in the mountains, cliffside of this sacred land. The mask in me honors the mask in you. Nah, my mask. No mask. Help me understand. So I can hold your hand. So just give me love, oh give me peace on earth, give me life, give me love, make me free from birth, give me hope, will help me cope with this new abnormal. Help me understand. I won't social distance, 'cause I will just hold your hand. Did I put you to sleep? Did I put you to sleep? Come on, let's go. I've been laying like this for 20 minutes.